Welcome to the law firm of Davis and Davis. We're not a real law firm. Go ahead, grab a beer, a glass of wine, sit back and listen. All right, so I started telling you, I pissed off my manager 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And he has been having me work nights for the past 2 weeks. I have
pissed off the techie. Good way to go. You know how this works. Never piss off the techies.
So, I, in my infinite wisdom, figured out that if I work over hours on the days before the podcast day, I can go home early because they don't allow overtime.
Ah.
Hey, so-and-so. I'm about to go into overtime, so I think I need to clock out. No, you can have overtime. You were scheduled till 5. You'll stay.
Well, on the right side, overtime.
So, a la Scott, not prepared. I mean, I usually have like 4 hours to get everything ready. I have been home for a half an hour. I have 5 songs loaded into the player. They're all Burke's songs. Burke will be happy, but
I sent you Bond songs also.
Yes, I didn't load them in yet because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do a Bond show today. By
That's
the way,
okay.
When you send me music, send it as an MP3. My MIDI controller the program only takes MP3s. M4As it won't accept.
It's weird because the program I'm using to turn them into MP3s says it's going to turn them into an MP3, and then a lot of times it does not.
Yeah,
I'm like, I didn't ask for that. I asked for the other thing. And it's like, I don't care. It's a free program. What do you want? I'm like, yeah, I know.
The M4A. Okay. I do love Appleton. I do love Akai's products, but they are not Apple based. They will not do Apple stuff. So the M4A, so my video editor that I use to edit our shows records everything as an M4A. So I bought software to transfer it because nobody likes Apple. So it's been a long day, man. It's really been a long day.
Sorry about that.
I haven't. Dude, hang on. So my brother called me at work today. I didn't answer it because I'm not allowed to use my phone anymore. Do I scare people? I must scare people. Oh, yep. Schedule's still not out. It's what, Tuesday? It's supposed to come out Sunday.
But your schedule for work.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking to see if I'm on nights again next week. It's just not been a healthy relationship lately. I can't breathe today. I was outside and it was like 80 degrees here today.
It's like 50 here. And for
And
Ohio at the end of January, 50 is pretty goddamn good.
50 is great.
Yeah.
It was 80 here today. Everything is germinating. Is that it? What's it called when it starts putting off
Sprouting.
yeah, that. So there's like pollen everywhere.
Oh, good.
And yeah. Oh, I found out something new though.
Okay.
There's a tree in my front yard.
You just now found that out?
No, I knew that.
Okay.
Bear with. uh so there's this big ass tree out in my front yard, and my wife and I were talking about cutting it down. Just because it's big and by the house, and there's 2 trees in the backyard that we're gonna chop down. 2 little old ladies walking down the street today stopped me and said, "The house is sold. Did you buy it?" I said, "Yes, I did." They said, "You're not going to get rid of the magnolia tree, are you?" And I went, "Oh, that's a magnolia tree." Is that an important thing? Well, it blooms. Okay. So I talked to them for about 15 minutes, and now
They're pretty.
I'm starting to feel bad about wanting to cut down the magnolia tree.
Give it a year. Yeah, let it bloom. See what you think. If it's annoying, then get rid of it.
Hey, have you started your weight loss?
Hell no.
I thought you did it every year.
They apparently this year they are not doing a Biggest Loser challenge. So nope, I'm fat and probably gonna stay that way for a while.
I think I weigh less than you now.
Probably.
I have been on a tear trying to lose weight. I am down to 242.
Well, I guarantee you weigh less than I do.
240. Goal is 185. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
So my wife looked at me the other day. She's like, "Well, how are you losing all this weight?" I said, "I quit eating." I've literally quit eating. I eat 1 meal a day, and it's literally just a sandwich. I at when I was okay, so when I was up in Put-in Bay, I was 287. That's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight.
I've dropped 50 pounds in 3 months.
That's phenomenal. Yeah, you do look skinnier in your face, so
Just eat a ham sandwich every day.
yeah, I'll tell you what, man, in my job it's tough because like most of the day there's nothing going on whatsoever. I'm not out doing anything. Oh yeah, it's horrible.
You snack, man. Yeah, I mean, I always had a thing of that Chex Mix and peanuts in my desk when I worked sitting at a desk.
Yeah.
And I mean the peanuts, dude. I would get the honey roasted with
Oh yeah, they're tasty.
Oh, they are tasty. I can eat me some nuts.
Not even going to touch that one. So
always lick them before you eat them.
You like that one picture I sent you today? The frog.
Oh my gosh, that cracked me up because I just shaved my balls last night. I was like, perfect timing. Burke's on it. Oh,
so I got all these notices about you're invited to this and you're invited to that, and I was like, what the hell's going on? He's like, oh, the show's coming out. Yeah, well, they're not out.
What do you mean?
All those invites telling us that there was going to be a new show posted?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, they're not.
It posted today, 8 o'clock in the morning.
Well, if you go to our website, to davisanddavishow.com, it's not there.
Oh,
When you go on to Google Podcasts,
yeah,
it's not there. I
right.
cannot listen to the new shows. They are not there.
Wait. Why don't I just cut to the chase and go to Red Circle and see what's going on?
There you go.
Red Circle.
Yeah, we get the Winter Vacations episodes, the last one on our website and Google Podcasts.
All right.
So I can close out the Bond film one. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Winter Vacations published
December 17th, 2022.
What the heck?
I wasn't lying. You've got the sound bite. You got to play the sound bite.
Oh, wait.
Emotional damage.
Oh, sorry. It was this one.
What the hell you say? What the hell you say? What the hell you say? What the hell you say?
I'm literally playing this while I'm typing in our new show. Season
not only are we not ready for this show,
3.
We're not ready for the previous show.
Episode 1. What
the hell?
Hell. All right, what did we talk about in that first show? Oh, it was our Welcome Back show.
Yes, welcome back show. I think.
Full of crap. Okay.
And then we had the best spaceships show was after that. Correct?
Yes, that's coming out Thursday.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Let's see here. Season 3, episode 1, Free for All. I don't know why Google Podcast didn't put it up there since it's not there. Were we explicit in this episode?
When aren't we?
Oh,
just mark them all NSFW and you'll be fine.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Not safe for work.
Or NSFL, not safe for life.
Yeah. I'm just so excited that we put up a new show.
What the hell?
I can't even hit a fucking button right now. Dude,
ow!
I tried to. Okay, so I'm at work, and one of our marshals, Joe, is there. He's like, "Hey, Scott." I go over. He's like, "Oh, I got new irons. You got to try out my new irons." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, I bought these because of the irons that you had. I looked all over for the Cleveland clubs and oh, well, anyways, try this. So I have not swung a golf club in 15 years.
I thought you were playing like since you worked at a golf course.
Well, I played in the very beginning, then I hurt my knee.
Okay.
And when I hurt my knee, that kind of changed everything. I wouldn't necessarily, I didn't play. Like, we would go out and shoot 9 holes and that would be it.
Okay. All right.
I was playing good then. Then I hurt my knee, if you remember, in the cart accident. And this was like, I swung a club, I don't know, 3 months after that accident, not since.
All right.
So, okay, so not 15 years, but months and an injury.
Got it.
Swung the club, ball went straight. It was gorgeous. I was like, yeah. go to take the second swing, hit it so fucking fat that the club bounced in my hand, and I went, "Yep, I need to go practice."
And I never slice.
All right. Let's see here. Where should our commercial go?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably right here.
So while you're messing with stuff there, just a couple of people have, I don't know, am I morbid? I don't know, but when people pass away, I'm kind of like, oh, yeah. Gina Lola Brigida.
Who the hell?
She passed away.
Who the hell's Gina Lola Brigida?
She was, but I know the name. She's an actress. Roger Mosley. The why did I hear myself?
Oh, because I'm trying to find where I'm supposed to put the commercial.
Oh,
sorry. Go
Let's
on.
see.
I'm listening to you and working.
Italian actress, photojournalist, and politician, highest profile European actresses in the 50s and 60s. Blah, blah, blah. All right. I'll get a drink. You can eat a bit.
We'll be right back.
You're just going to fucking edit the other show while we're trying to do this show. It's awesome. Classy.
Let's see here. Save.
Judging, photojournalist, politics, personal life. I mean, I always heard of her. She was a stunning woman back in the day. Adventures of Pinocchio in 1972. Okay. But anyway. So
draft. It says draft.
Robbie Knievel passed away.
What?
That's what I said.
From
weird. Evil
what?
Knievel, yeah. Like
from
Robbie,
what, though?
I think he passed away.
He was still doing stunts like 5 years ago.
Well, Lisa Marie Presley also passed away, and she was younger than us.
I didn't. I never kissed her.
Robbie Bachman of Bachman Turner Overdrive passed away. That kind of sucks.
That really sucks.
Supermodel Tatiana Patitz died at age 56.
What is it with you and death?
I just said, I don't know if I just, and then, this one sucked. Earl Bowen. You remember the Terminator film, the psychologist?
Yes.
That's him, Dr. Peter Silverman. Yeah, he passed away. He was also a voice actor. So, and then I was a pirate at the Cleveland Boat Show this weekend.
Were you?
Well, I kind of looked like a gay rent-a-pirate in my outfit.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, you didn't have to. I took the picture and went, oh, man, do I look bad.
Did you notice that your pants matched somebody else's pants?
Yeah.
Somebody else? Anyone? Do you want a cigar?
She can't go swimming because people tend to get buckets of water and toss it on her and try to roll her back into the surf. So
they were some nice looking pants, dude. Nice looking pants.
Very poofy. I'll tell you what, though, the whole ensemble was dang comfortable, though. I was like, oh, this is awesome, man. Yeah, it was not a good look. If I ever do that again.
You sent me that picture, and all I could think of was
emotional damage.
I'm never, ever going to get rid of that button,
I knew you'd like it. That's why I sent it.
Let's see here. You've got 3 minutes.
Oh.
No, you've got 3 minutes until our episode.
I'm excited now. We're just going to stop the show and I can go listen to it.
Season 3, episode 1.
Yay.
What's the title? What the hell?
What the hell? Did you just spell it H-A-I-L? What the hell?
No, I spelled it H-E-E-E-E-E-E-E-E-L-L-L-L-L-L.
What the hell?
Somebody's gonna write me and say that's heel.
No, that's heel. table. That's what that is.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
By the way, sir, what do you... Oh, hold. Hang on. I am showing Burke
A glass.
a... There we go.
Ah,
Let's see here.
is it a map?
Uh-huh.
Is it a treasure map? Is it a pirate thing? It's a little too close there. Back up just a touch. I can't read the Middle Earth. Oh, that's awesome, man. It's a map of Middle Earth on a glass. Very cool.
My the guy that was supposed to be on the show last week, Jordan, got me this for Christmas. Yeah. And he actually, the guy that made it was etching it himself. And I'm sure that it was like 3D etching with a laser or whatever. But it took like weeks for it to come in. Finally came in at work the other day. And I was like, here, let me see that. And I was like, oh my gosh. It's got Rohan, it's got the Shire, it's got
well, did I send you that picture of that room that was all... Yeah, I did send you that picture. Yeah, some dude's house, his vacation home in Georgia. The entire house is Lord of the Rings. The whole thing. The front of like
Gimli's axe.
Yeah, well, if you go to there's a Facebook page you can go and see like when he started building it. The front of it looks like what's the horse kingdom? Edoras?
Rohan.
Yeah, but what do they call the actual village on top of that hill that the Rohirrim people...
The Rohirrim.
But anyway, so the front of it looks like the wooden, castle of Theoden or whatever, and the shower is kind of a modern octagonal black tile, but he has white handprints all over it, which is awesome. So yeah, the whole thing is all Lord of the Rings. It was kind of cool.
Okay. So you're talking about not Rohan, but Gundor. What is the name of that? Rohan was the horse people. Gundor was the one on top of the mountain.
Edoras. I was right. On a hill in southern Rohan. Yes, Edoras, the capital in the... Yep.
Ooh, Minas Tirith is in there. Yeah. There's...
Anyway.
Dude, that's freaking awesome. Hey, by the way, what are you drinking? I'm drinking Bud Ice. Because my boss sucks.
Yeah, with all that overtime, you can afford some better booze finally.
Oh, by the way, the boss that got mad at me gave me a bottle of whiskey that's in a golf club head.
Oh, wait, he hates you but gave you whiskey?
Yeah.
He doesn't hate you that much. Unless the whiskey's piss.
I gave him a bottle of like $100 whiskey or bourbon for Christmas, so he gave me $50 bottle of...
Well, I'm drinking Old Forester 100 proof.
That is good stuff.
I am pleasantly surprised because I tried the regular Old Forester and it was okay for the price point. This is much better, and it's like what, $26 or something like that. It's got the vanillas that we like. It kind of ticks off a lot of the boxes, and it's a good price.
Yes. Oh, guess what?
Yeah, that's. I wouldn't mix it.
I might actually fix myself a glass of golf ball head whiskey.
Just
I don't know.
Eagles.
Just for shits and giggles, since I'm so ill prepared for 007. We'll have to figure out when we're going to do that show. Yeah. I'm a little frazzled. Yeah, frazzled.
You'll have that.
Oh, guess what, though? My other friend, Jordan, who is getting married in March.
Like, oh, stop.
There's people in the living room talking. So sorry. I have no control.
March, he is getting married. I guess I'm in his wedding. Well, I kind of got the hint that I was in the wedding when he said, you need to have these 2 days off. And I went, 2 days? Like, literally, dude, I just want to come and drink and be left alone. I'm here to support you in the bad decision that you're about to make.
Take it from somebody who's on number 2. It's bad.
It's bad. Just remember that picture you sent me, because they shrivel up and look like that all the time, whether you shave them or not, because they don't get used. Yeah. So we went out last night. Was it last night? No, it was the night before last. Oh yeah, not gonna say what happened last night but we went out, found a local bar 5 minutes down the road from my house called Papa G's. Papa G's is a sports bar, and it's 5 minutes from my house. Now, to
Nothing
top
good.
it off,
Nothing good can come of this.
what'd you do, Ray?
Did you get kicked out already?
So we used to hang out at a place called the Big Apple. And the Big Apple is a great bar, or at least it was. And then COVID hit, and the owner really kind of took a shellacking with cash.
Yeah.
The last time we went to the Big Apple, we were there for 3 hours, and my bar tab was $87.
That doesn't sound well. How many people were you buying drinks for?
Me.
That sounds bad then.
What did you do, Ray? So I finally said, we have to find someplace different, because this is a dive bar with nobody in it, ugly women, and I'm paying $87 just for booze. So we went to this place called Papa G's last night. $2 drafts.
Good.
They have golden tea.
Oh yeah.
They have 3 of them, actually, 2 on one side, one. They have pool tables.
Excellent.
They have a dartboard.
Awesome.
And $2 beers. I stayed 4 hours, and my bar tab was $21.
There we go. Now we're talking. I have not played darts. Oh, Judas Priest. For 20 years. But I don't think I've played pool in damn near the same amount of time. Jeez.
Nah, you're in trouble when you come down here then.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
I used to be fair to middling at pool, and I was mediocre at darts back in the day.
I am fairly good at darts and very mediocre at pool. Hey, guess what?
We got 12 seconds left. Talk fast.
Season 1, episode 1 has published.
Yay!
Yeah.
What the hell? I see it.
That's right. Time for a break. We'll be back. I gotta go smoke a pipe with something in it.
Oh, yeah, I did give you this song.
99, I've been waiting so long. Oh, 99, well, we go wrong. Oh, 99, I love you. 99, I keep breaking your
That's some good stuff there.
Oh, 99, how can we be apart? Oh, 99.
Why wasn't that on their greatest hits album?
I have no clue, man, because it's a great tune.
I mean, it is Toto, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Toto?
It's all smooth and sexy. Presumably like Scott's testicles.
Oh, shoot. 99 is on there.
Oh, okay.
All right. We'll be right back.
See you soon. This is a tell me you've watched Miami Vice without telling me you've watched Miami Vice song.
I don't know it.
You've never heard Godlies and Cream cry? Just imagine watching Miami Vice and having this play in the background because it was a pivotal song in one of their episodes.
Ooh, this is sweet.
Oh, it's a good piece of music, man. Were you not into watching Miami Vice?
Oh, I loved Miami Vice.
Oh, okay.
I think I watched every episode, but I wasn't at that age. I wasn't like delved into the music scene. Ooh, I could dig this.
Oh, this is killer.
Man, they just don't make music like this anymore. Thank God for auto-tune.
They didn't have auto-tune when they made that song.
Whoa, that was rough. That was a good jam, man.
Glad you liked it.
Who was it?
Godly and Cream.
And that was Tom Waite?
I honestly don't know who was in that. Possibly. English rock duo, formerly established in Manchester in 1977 by Kevin Godley and Lowell Cream.
Well, there you go. There you go. Go buy the album, people. So what do you want to do tonight?
This one's all on you now, pal. You're going to have to pull something out of your sphincter.
Thanks for coming.
Have you seen... I know you're into Star Wars, right?
Love Star Wars.
Yeah, okay. They announced season 3 for The Mandalorian.
Anybody that has not watched The Mandalorian yet is a fool. This show is killer.
It's Jon Favreau. It's gonna be a good piece, just no matter what.
It is an excellent piece. All 2 seasons so far have been incredibly good.
And then he was even like, they had the story of Boba Fett, which was almost like Mandalorian 2.5. See, he played a big part in that one too.
All right, you're about to hear this theme again because it is too fucking hot in here.
That's all right.
Doesn't help I have 2 shirts on.
No.
Yeah, The Mandalorian. My brother-in-law actually got me hooked on it. I only watched like 3 episodes at his house, and I was like, damn, I gotta go get Disney Plus now.
That was one of the first shows. Remember we were talking about the Batman? I know you hated it, but the immersive 360 LED screens and everything, that was completely done. I mean, that whole show was filmed on a 360 LED screen set.
Yeah.
Which is one of the ways they were able, because they filmed it during the worst of COVID.
Yeah.
But you know, you could have people far apart. You had one guy in a box playing with, you know, the backgrounds, like, okay, move it this way, you know. So it was like everybody could do stuff remotely. They could move all the cameras remotely, and some of the camera shots they had to use the tracking, the stuff they started in Star Wars, where they take one shot with a motion control camera, and then the camera could do the shot again, so they could put in different stuff. So, yeah, it was, very, very technical stuff, very cool stuff, and it worked beautifully, because that atmosphere, you don't have to set up lights to look like the background. If you're filming on a film stage and you've got something in the background, you've got to have lighting that matches it, or your brain goes, oh, that doesn't look right. The background is lighting the actors. It's it's beautiful stuff. So
doesn't that kind of scare you though?
No.
I mean, you're putting a ton of props and staging people out of business.
You're always going to need props. You're always going to need people to do costumes. You're always going to need people to do special. I mean, you know, let's face it, it's science fiction. You know, it's fantasy, you know. I mean, you could say that, you know,
sorry, I had to take my
CGI artists killed off, you know, animators. No, it's just an evolution of animation. This is an evolution of set designers. They're going to have to go digital instead of practical. And sometimes you have to do practical. Sometimes there's just no way around it. If you want to blow something up practically, you got to build it, and then you got to blow it up. So there's always going to be a need for those guys, but they're just going to have to. You're going to have to evolve. I mean, look at us. We're talking over a camera instead of doing a rotary dial phone and calling each other up and hoping we're home.
Like my brother from prison.
Yeah.
God, I hope he answers.
I found a.
Oh, no.
Do you remember the little yellow things you put in the middle of a 45?
Yes.
Yeah, I found one, and I walked around work. I said, "You know what this is?" And all the young kids are like, "No, what's that?" God, you're young.
God.
There's like 4 people at work that knew what that was. Like, Christ, I'm getting old.
I have an update for you on my bro.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. The parole board in Las Vegas, in Nevada, has accepted him. Now, that's good news.
That's good. Okay.
Bad news is that he has to be in Las Vegas 24 hours after he's released.
Wait, and he's in Ohio?
Yeah.
Dang.
I was like,
That's kind of cold, man. What the?
I guess the
what-
guy's flying.
With what? He's been in prison. What money is he going to use to fly?
My brother has been working the entire time that he's been in prison. And what they do when you work in prison is you receive a salary or an hourly, whatever it is. You are allowed, I think it was like $100 a month. And the rest of the money they put in a bank account for you.
Oh, okay.
So
I assumed it was going to be way worse than that. That sounds fair.
So, man, go to prison for 5 years. You'll have $25,000 when you're coming out. Hey, he's
three hots and a cot, and
now
all
that,
the sex you could want.
then he called me up like 2 weeks ago, and was like, "Man, I'm so fucking pissed." I'm like, "What's wrong, Mike?" He's like, "They took child support." I went, "Yeah, that's what they do." My kid's been over 18 for 3 years.
Oh no.
I'm like, dude, they fuck you at the drive-thru, buddy. So he's been approved. He will be in Las Vegas, Nevada, in 3 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks.
Now, is that where he lived or wants to live, or?
That is where he will live.
Okay.
It was so the parole board in Ohio basically said that they don't want him in Ohio. They want him out of here. They will do anything to get him 54 arrests and no convictions. We finally caught you. We want you out. Do not come back. Have a good day. So
Ohio's pissed off at him and they're kicking him out.
Oh, they've been trying to throw my brother in prison for ever since I was a teenager.
Okay, fair enough. I understand now.
I mean, he was one of the largest drug dealers in Medina. And
it's Medina. It's like Wisconsin.
Well, he moved to Columbus and decided to expand, and
yeah, that's a little different story there.
So they have been trying to bust my brother for years and years and years. And back when he was only selling pot, that was a different thing.
Yeah.
He got caught with 400. Well, I think he said that it was 412 grams, but they only found 368 grams after he threw it on the floor, and it cracked into like 400 different pieces. It's like there's some rat around there getting really fucking high. So yeah, they said you must go bye-bye, or if you stay in Ohio, you have to go to a halfway house. And he said, where the hell's the halfway house? And they said, it's in another prison.
Yeah. Yeah. How about no?
So yeah, he's headed to Las Vegas. Will I ever see him again? I don't know.
Well, that would be a little closer to you, wouldn't it?
No.
Oh, really?
You are 1,200 miles away from me. Las Vegas is 1,200 miles away from me.
Oh, well, my bad.
Yeah, it's the same distance.
Well, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Couldn't get into...
And what I don't get is if I lived in Ohio, Florida is like 700 miles away. Something like that. Something weird.
I'm looking at a map of the U.S. and it looks like Vegas should be slightly, not a ton, but slightly shorter. Although driving wise, way north, you got to go all the way into Oklahoma and the way the fuck over there. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, trust me. I've driven the trip. It is 1,200 miles each way, both places. So when I come up to Put-in-Bay next year or this year, it will be 1,200 miles.
Like you're the same distance from Havana that you are from us or Las Vegas. It's closer to go to Yucatan in Mexico than it is to go to Ohio.
Yeah.
That's kind of bizarre.
That's you think it's bizarre. I'm the one that drives it all the time. Yeah. So I got 2 trips coming up this summer. So, you know.
One up here and one over there?
Gettysburg.
Oh, that's right. You're doing the reenactment again.
160th anniversary of the Battle of Gettysburg. 1st Rhode Island Battery B. That's right. I'll be shooting a cannon again. Which, yeah. I'll thoroughly enjoy that. I think I'm gonna spend like 3 days in Pigeon Forge.
Nice.
I'm gonna go to Dollywood.
We talked about that.
I gotta go to Dollywood, man. There's that was on our amusement park list.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And both of us said Dollywood. So yeah, I'm gonna do Dollywood this year. And then there is the sports car race on Put-in-Bay Island.
Yes.
Burke and I spent so much money last year that we've decided to do it again.
We may try and not spend that much money again, but hi, Kendrick.
You know what? I don't think that we spent that much, though. I mean, we went out, every night?
No. The big night out was Saturday.
Yeah, but we were with Senior Bob Kensla, which meant that my bill, which should have been $120, was like $25.
Oh no, that's right. Yeah. Oh shoot, that's right. Yeah, we were at the Real Bar the night before. Yeah, that should have been double or triple what it really
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Now, really, how much money did we really spend? We could have saved some money on food, but the lobster bisque.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had some Sunday. Oh God, it was even better.
Oh
There
my
were
God.
bigger chunks of lobster. Oh God, it was so good.
Yeah, I don't think that you could make a Put in Bay trip and make it any cheaper than we did. We only spent $288. Was it $288? I think it was like $300 total for the hotel room. That was what?
A piece.
4? Yeah, a piece.
Yeah, and for
That's-
4 nights, that was pretty freaking cheap.
That's 4 nights on the island.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might wanna rent a house next time with the
No.
Kansas.
No.
Definitely not.
Well, no, they spend it with they crash with
The
okay.
Kansas.
Yes. Yeah. Laura?
7.
Okay. Did you ever like put together a show of the talking that we did with the few folks that we talked to?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was about 3 minutes long.
You should throw it into one of the shows just for giggles. Like tonight's show would be great because I think it's going to run a little lean. Throw in I talked to Ms. Cox for like all of 10 seconds after she won, and yeah.
Sharon, wasn't it?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Uh,
Damn, I'm
So,
good.
yeah, better than me.
It's because I'm drinking beer and not whatever. And I've lost 50 pounds. So my mind is a hell of a lot better now.
All I got to do is turn vegan to start really.
Do not tempt me. I would do it just for spite. I had one of the cart girls today tell me, ask me how old I was. And I said, no, why don't you guess? Take a guess.
She said 60.
41.
She was being nice. Because let's face it, if it's beyond 40, you might as well be dead.
Oh, no, she said 41. She meant it. There were actually, okay, I don't know if I told you about this. They had a pool to find out how old I was. The youngest in the pool was 38. The oldest in the pool was 49. I said, you all lost. Y'all lost, man. I did get the hey, have you lost weight? Why, yes,
Yes, I have.
Now, here's the bad part about losing weight for anyone who's going to attempt to lose weight. If you're athletic, like I am,
Almost said it with a straight face. I'm impressed, man. That was good. I was acting.
when you get older and fatter, things spread. And while yes, you are big, it looks okay.
Yeah, it's an even fat distribution sometimes,
When you lose that weight,
it comes off of weird places.
I'm going to tell you, I have fucking C cups in titties right now.
Because your stomach went away and your tits got bigger. It's not It's just they're more prominent because there's no stomach to like balance them out.
I have 2 spots on the top of my belly that are always clean because my nipples keep rubbing against it. Losing weight is a good thing, and trust me, I feel better. And I crack jokes and all that. But I'll tell you what.
Being able to see your penis is really awesome, isn't it?
My God. I was like,
hey, buddy.
So there you are.
I haven't seen you in a while. I almost had to tell the cops that you were missing because I haven't seen you in a couple of years.
I thought you've been turtle heading for about 6 years. Aw, look at you. You're so tiny and cute.
At least you're not an innie anymore.
Yeah, the losing the weight. Okay, here's another thing that sucks about losing weight. I don't know how much weight you lost when you did your Biggest Loser thing.
I went from 285 down to 242.
All right.
I believe. Or no. I went past. I was like 236. I'm sorry. So it was 285 to like 236. But it was a 4-month period. It was long.
Okay. I'm at 50-pound weight loss right now. I started at 287. I started at 287 and I'm at 242 this morning.
Yeah, I'm probably in the 260, maybe high 260 range right now.
The other thing that you notice about losing weight is nothing fucking fits.
Oh, you see, I'm a hoarder when it comes to clothes. I still have a bunch of tight clothes that I'm like, I'll fit in it one day.
Oh, no. My 34-inch pants thrown away years ago. All I've bought for the past 6 years is 42s.
Yeah.
Give me those 42s. Bastard. And I put my pants on today and I'm walking around work and they're all like, hey, you got to tuck your shirt in. I'm trying to keep my shirt tucked in. I can't because my pants are too big. Well, tighten your belt. It's on the last fucking hole.
Dude. Okay. This was one of those weirdo. I probably saw an ad on Instagram or something like that. Oh God, what the hell is it called? A Grip 6, I think. It's the simplest, thinnest, most awesome belt I've ever owned.
Oh, is that the one that goes through your belt loop and?
No. This is a belt, and it has a belt buckle, but it just slips through one slot and holds on. That's it. So you have any adjustment that you want. It doesn't matter because now I gotta find and show you this stuff because it's awesome. No, that is not it.
That was not me. That was Burke.
Yeah, right. Low profile. Here we go. Of course, they've got a bunch of other stuff too. However, alrighty then. Do me a favor and let me share.
I have to. How the hell do I do that? Dude, I don't remember. Oh, lost my glasses.
Do stop share?
Hang on. Share screen, multiple. Go ahead.
Ooh, I will stop this. Yes, that's fine. So that belt right there is the exact one that I have. That's it. And the cool thing is, like, you could have a number of the belt webbings, and the little buckle just slips into any of them. They're the bomb. Like I've got, I don't know, probably a 44 or 46 belt, but I could go down. I mean, you just keep feeding it through, and it's held on by traction alone. Let's see. Yeah. There you go. Nice little that. Boom, you're done. I'm telling you, is it worth the $40? Yes, it's the only belt I've had for the past 2 years, and it's freaking awesome. And now that I've said this out loud, every time I get onto Instagram, that ad will pop up.
Exactly.
If I get onto Facebook, that ad will pop up.
Of course.
But yeah, no, it's the bomb diggity. I wholeheartedly say, do your thing.
That
And they've got a ton of different styles of belt buckles. I mean, you could buy just buckles. They've got them in, let's see, combo packs, belt series, classic, titanium. They have them in actual polished wood,
Marvel Comics,
ultralight versions, custom engraved. Oh yeah.
Ooh, I could get the Davis and Davis show. Ooh,
Yeah, they actually have them in oak, which look very pretty. They're a little more pricey, but you can buy just a buckle, and you can buy just the straps, and you can intermix them. Yeah, no, good stuff.
Guess what I just bought?
Ooh, BMW? No, you did that already.
Laser engraver.
What?
Yeah, I think I'm going to start my own business. Laser engraving stuff. Yetis. Brewmates. Ooh, I could actually start customizing brewmates.
I mean, don't say that out loud because they're going to sue you, but.
Well, no, they can't really sue me if I buy the product and then etch it myself and
yeah, but if you
sell
resold
it for
it, I bet they
something
would,
else.
They probably have a proviso in there somewhere in their fine print.
I don't know.
Speaking, you know what? You show me that glass.
People love us.
They better. We've bought enough of their stuff and promoted their stuff for free for so bloody long.
Did I get you the martini shaker?
No, you did.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
By the way, you were showing your glass. Did I ever show you the glass that I got from Mr. Kanza for Christmas?
Oh no.
Oh, it's in the kitchen, but it is literally etched with Han Solo shooting his laser out from the first film.
At Greedo?
No. Outside the Millennium Falcon when they're trying to blast off from Mos Eisley. Yeah, that action pose. Yeah. And he made me a whiskey smoker.
What the hell did I get?
Good thoughts and prayers. Anyway.
I even told him that saffron was not yellow. He was not happy about that.
That's all right. Yeah, there's many colors that are mislabeled as colors. So
okay, Mr. Kansas is off of the Christmas card list. There you go. Now, Bob Kansas is a great guy. He's friends with Carl, you know.
Yeah, that's how I met Bob.
He's friends with Carl, you know.
That's how I met Bob.
Hey,
I was friends with Carl first, and he introduced me to Bob.
Are we still friends with Carl?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think so.
He never answers.
I am. I don't know about you.
He never answers me. I don't know.
Well, you know, he's not living with Jenny anymore, so he doesn't have anything to be pissed off about.
Oh, believe me, the minute that she moved out, she texted me and said she wasn't with him anymore. And I was like,
I'm married. It didn't
Thank
stop you, but yeah.
thank you very much. Yeah, that I love Jenny. I do. She's, yeah. I don't know how to. My relationships with females never turn out good.
They're tenuous.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I like them, then I don't. By the way, I can say this because certain people don't listen to my podcast
Oh God.
and never will.
Here we go.
The girl that I went to Las Vegas with last year,
Uh-huh. One.
we'll edit that in post.
I thought you said she didn't listen.
No, she listens.
Okay, do yourself a favor. Write down the minute mark so you actually do edit it out.
You know, I'll leave
Edit
it
it this
in.
minute of the show.
I'll sit,
You'll never,
I'll sit
you'll
back
never
and
get
go,
it.
that's way too funny. Well, we were talking the other day, because I had okay, so I found an embroidery machine that
Oh, cool.
I'm looking at buying as well, because I'm thinking about starting a business that does personalization of items. You know, hey, you bought a purse. Do you want it monogrammed? Hey, you want a Yeti. Do you want your name on it? You know, different things like that. And doing it totally online. And just to make a few extra bucks. I mean, I bought a house. I have to do this. So anyways, she used to be a Husqvarna dealer.
Oh, cool.
Which was really why she and I got along as well as we did, because I used to, when I was in college, I worked for a company up in Cleveland, Solon, something like that, called Barrett in America, and they made embroidery machines, like 12 head embroidery, 15 head embroidery machine for massive manufacturing. You know, you could do 15 hats in 15 minutes on a 15 head machine. So, you know, I've been fascinated by embroidery machines for a long time. And
they break a lot, just so
yeah,
you know.
Well, they also
They're like the BMWs of sewing machines.
Oh my gosh, Barrett and Americas were awesome, but bad. Bad. I'll tell you another story after I finish this one, because that story still haunts me. So we got along a lot about that stuff. So I texted her like a week ago and said, hey, do you know anything about this Brothers embroidery machine? I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have.
Are you saying you just shouldn't have texted her, period, or
Yeah,
shouldn't have talked about that?
I should have left it alone. Are you in Ohio? I can embroider for you. I have embroidery machines. Fuck.
Hold on. Yeah, it's my head hitting the microphone. Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, the story the other story, Barrett in America. Fabulous company.
Okay.
I have nothing bad to say about them. We had two of the sweetest ladies who would test our embroidery machines. They would set them up, they'd get them prepared, they'd run them for like 12 hours and then shut them down. Well, the 15 head machine has a shaft that runs through the back of all the heads so that all the heads move at the same time.
Okay.
This, we line them up so that the girls can go in between them. And while they are in test mode, the safety shields are not over the shaft.
Okay.
This girl backed up and had like 3 foot long hair.
Oh, shit.
Went right into the shaft.
Oh, fuck.
And ripped. Like,
scalped herself.
dude, it was a hole that big.
Oh, god damn.
Right out of her head. I
Ugh.
have never seen anything.
And
Okay.
scalps bleed forever.
You know what? I shouldn't say that I've never seen anything. I've worked in a lot of factories. I worked in a lot of factories when I was growing up. From 18 to 22, before I went into the Navy, while I was going through school, I worked for Kelly Temporary Service. So
Oh yeah, I remember them.
I got sent to a whole bunch of factories to go and work. And one of the factories that I was sent to was High Level Screw, which to this day,
that's the best name ever.
If they ever shut down, I am buying that name.
And all their signs off their buildings, for that matter.
I made bolts in their factory. That is what I did. I sat on a CNC machine and made bolts.
Okay, I was going to ask that. I mean, I never knew. Like, I've seen. I have a lot of YouTube addictions. One of them being restorations of old things, and these guys will put a block of round metal on a lathe and make a screw because the screw is gone. I'm like, go fucking buy one. Don't be flexing your fucking machinery, but whatever, you know. It's like, go buy a screw and then put it on the lathe and adjust it to make it look like you need. Don't do it from scratch. You're just that's like you're just showing off now. Dick. It's like, you know, having an F350 and having it lifted, and you know, no, just chill the fuck out. But anyway, so
I made bolts.
So when you make bolts, are they machined on a lathe basically? Like,
no,
like you see,
it's a CNC machine that literally takes a stock piece of round metal, tubular metal, you know, solid, and it makes the threads, and then the CNC part comes in and makes the head.
Okay.
And then it cuts it off, and you stick it in another machine to stamp it with whatever rating it has, whether it's
the
grade
metal
5,
quality and the
grade 8,
size and blah blah blah. Yeah.
That was a great job. I loved that. But I had 2 other jobs that I loved even more. And one of them, the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in the world happen. I'll get to that one next. The other job, I literally made every 1988 Corvette hubcap cover.
Ooh,
myself.
That's kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of cool. But the fact that Corvettes had hubcaps is kind of lame.
Well, it's not really a hubcap. It is a piece of metal that goes over where the lug nuts are.
Oh, like a lug cap. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. It's still cool.
But it has the Corvette symbol in it. It is machined.
Yep. Because it has to match the rest of the wheel.
Right.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay.
I did all of the machining of those.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was. I mean, if you take one of those off, you will probably see the initials SD on the inside for Scott Davis. Now, the sucky ass part of working with GM is that their tolerances were so minute that the littlest fucking thing would get rejected.
Oh, you think they're bad? I've heard Honda's worse.
Well, Honda is bad. This was GM's premier car.
Yeah, that's their flagship vehicle.
I mean,
so yeah,
a little nick because of the sand casting, which I have nothing to do with the sand casting. I'm just doing the finishing
right
on it. But a little nick, boom, it got rejected. we must have had.
What were you at? 50%?
Right around 50% were thrown away.
Wow.
Which sucks. I mean, not for us because we don't do the casting. We just do the milling. So our job was very simple, but we got paid the big bucks for it because we had a Mazak machine. And nobody else in town did at that point in time. They were in Strongsville too. Brunswick. They were Brunswick.
Not bad. Yeah.
High level screw was Strongsville. Brunswick was the hubcap place. And then the last one where I saw the most disgusting accident I've ever seen in my life was in Medina.
Really?
Chickmaster. They make industrial sized chicken incubators.
Sorry, I moved something and one of my speakers started buzzing. I'm like, what the hell did I just hit? So sorry. Chickmasters makes. I'm sorry. What again?
Do you hear that? Do you hear the beep beep beeps?
No.
Oh, you don't. I think I'm the only one that hears it. Hey, we got to take a little quick break here. Sorry, our 45 minutes is up. We'll be right back. I have something else that you'll probably like.
Let's find out.
Oh, hang on.
If you share music, we might hear it.
Dude, that's why you didn't hear the beep beep beeps. But you see, I let you share and
you forgot.
You fucked me at the drive.
You probably listened to this and went, "Oh my God." How long has it been since you heard this song?
Forever.
I noticed listening to one of our previous episodes, when I sing to the music, I'm like a quarter second off, and it must be the whole Zoom thing.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So I'm not singing late. It's just technology is not as fast as we are.
Well, the funny thing is that when you're singing, you're pretty much on time with it here. You're just hearing the return.
Yeah.
Which is probably a second off. All right. We'll be right back. And I thought, man, this is my lucky day. That
till I thought I heard her say, funky, funky, funky poodle, yeah. Thought I heard her say, funky, funky, funky poodle, now.
You might not ever get rich, but let me tell you, it's better than digging a ditch. There ain't no telling who you might meet, a movie star, or maybe even a Indian chief. Working at the car wash, working at the car wash, yeah. Come on and sing it with me, car wash. Sing it with the feeling now, car wash, yeah. Woo! Come some of the work get
Rolls Royce.
This ain't no place
Rolls
to be.
Royce.
Don't be in a stop.
Car wash.
Let me tell you, it's
If
all
you haven't
right.
seen this flick yet,
And the boss don't matter
It's been a hot second, I ain't gonna lie.
at the car wash.
one of the funniest movies I ever remember growing up. I was like, oh my God. I forget who was in it.
Oh dear God.
Was that Richard
JJ
Pryor?
Walker, maybe? Wash movie. Let's find out. Richard Pryor,
Yeah.
George Carlin, Ivan Dixon. What? Hold on, I gotta find IMDb on this bad boy. Hold on. Rotten Tomatoes. What? Come on, IMDb. Where are you? There you are. Got 1976. Holy cow.
Director Michael Schultz. Richard Pryor.
Otis Day of Otis Day and the Knights?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Ivan Dixon from Hogan's Heroes?
Yes. Oh my God. What an all-star cast there. Oh.
That's funny. God, I haven't heard that song in a hot second.
Otis Day, Ivan Dixon. Who else was in this? George Carlin, who we already said. Irwin Corey. I don't think there's anyone else that we really knew.
I gotta send you something that was sent to me. Oh
Jack
God, where'd it go?
Kehoe. Oh man.
I am
Anyways,
sending you something on your phone that was sent to me today.
while Burke is sending me this, I'm gonna finish my little story about Chickmaster.
Speaking of Otis Day and the Knights. Ram lam ding dong.
Burke's been sending me shit all day. Are the Cowboys kicker? Are you the Cowboys kicker? And X's are all around the box that says yes.
Like, I don't understand the reference. I'm assuming you will understand the reference.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
There was a box for yes and a box for no, and the X's were everywhere, but inside the box for yes. So I'm assuming you understand that reference. It's
Yes.
sports. I'm like, I bet he knows.
The guy can't hit a field goal if he was like within 3 yards of it.
That
All right,
was my assumption.
So I was telling this story about the worst accidents I have seen at work. I actually have one from the golf course as well, and it didn't include me flipping over the cart.
For once.
Anyways, I was working at Chickmaster, and I was the
what do they make again?
They make industrial sized chicken incubators.
Okay.
Now they branched off and started making the interior walls of the incubator were like a fiberglass with like bubbles in it. And if you've ever been in a restroom where they have put this fiberglass
plasticky stuff on the walls,
bubbly stuff on the walls, that's made at Chickmaster.
Okay, fair enough.
They hold the patent to it. They designed it. It was designed for the incubators, but they had an offshoot business where they were selling this fiberglass walling for restroom stalls.
Interesting.
And I was like, okay, cool. Anyways, I was there at Chickmaster. I was the load master. I would load up semi-trailers.
I'm the key master.
Yeah. I would load up semi-trailers with a forklift with these incubators. And they were so big. There was like this metal I-beam that was 50 feet long.
Oh, shit.
That goes in the center of the incubator. They're huge. I could literally fit one incubator in a 53-foot truck. So I'm loading up one day, and all of a sudden I hear commotion in the background. I'm like, what the fuck? So I head over to crating, where the commotion is. A gentleman put an 8-penny nail through his palm.
Oh, I almost said Jesus Christ, but I stopped myself.
And he still had the glove on.
Oh,
We had these super thick rubber gloves that we wore when we were working, and he had the glove on. So the nail is all the way through his palm, and he's trying to cut the glove away from the nail.
Oh, that's brutal.
Oh, dude. I sat there fascinated for at least a half an hour going, are you going to call an ambulance yet? Because that motherfucker need to come out.
Well, if you can cut the nail off close to your hand, you can pop it out and put a little, Neosporin on there and some duct tape. You'd be good to go for another shift.
He came back the same night. Decided he needed to keep working because he needed the money.
Oh, man, that's brutal.
I was like, you went to the hospital. They told you not to work. But you're here.
But you did anyway.
Do you think you're gonna still get workman's comp? Now at the golf course, we saw, I told you about this. He was a 72 or 78-year-old man in the golf cart on number 6 of one of our courses. I'm not going to say if it's north, south, east, or west, because if I say that, then you'll know where I work. And that would be bad. So he's going down a hill and decides to turn his car sideways and put the parking brake on. Forgets to put the parking brake on. Steps out of the cart grabs him, drags him 30 feet down a hill.
Oh, no.
70 years old, man. Dude was fucked up. I mean,
oh, my.
Fucked up. So fucked up. I led an ambulance over to hole number 6 to load him up and get him out of the way because other golfers were getting pissed that it was taking so long. Golfers on my course get really upset with pace.
And then they get pissed off with you when you tell them to hurry up. Go figure.
Dude's dying, okay? Come on. Oh, God. I had guys at the golf course today. It was a group. It was 3 tee times in a row. And it was all one group, and they all decided to play together.
Of course.
Freaking 4 holes behind. And I pull up. I'm like, guys, you got to split up. You got to pick up the pace. And they looked at me and went, why? Nobody's waiting on us. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? There's 6 people on the tee box waiting. Of course, I didn't say what the fuck. I mean, I was cordial and polite because at our golf course, we're never mean.
No, but you were thinking it real fucking hard.
I told you that I had a bad review, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still fucking me for management.
Among other things.
Never mind the fact that I'm 55 years old. I mean, hell. I really think that my boss is scared of me.
Oh, well.
But I confronted him today.
Oh, the one that's got you on all nights?
Yeah, I confronted him. I was like, hey. Well, he was the one that applied for a job at one of our golf courses in Medina. The same, I mean, if I had known that it was open, I would have gone to him and said, hey, put me in for that. I have management experience. I can run a company that's, put me in for it. I want to go home. He knew I wanted to go home. He put in for the job himself and kept my resume out of it.
Oh, what the hell? What the hell?
What the hell you say? What the hell you say? What the hell you say? What the hell you say?
I have like 10 sound bites out of that thing that I need to pull out because it gets even better.
Yeah, as it goes, it gets better and better.
I was like, oh, here's another one.
I found the entire, on YouTube, you can find the entire collection of every time he says, what the hell?
I mean, I thought this was
emotional damage.
I thought that was good. But that entire collection that you sent me, I was like, Burke and I don't have to do a show for the next 2 years.
Play that sound bite and just keep playing it. And
dude,
I gotta send you I will send you to Jesus bit too. I'm gonna find that for you.
Please.
I will send you to Jesus.
So, out of all the jobs that you've had, How many bad accidents have you seen?
I was trying to think, and I don't remember anything. I think I was in the building at Akron U when someone had a circular saw and they ran it. They had the piece of wood on their leg and ran it through their leg. But I did not get to witness it. Yeah, I was trying to think. I was like, I don't, either I've blocked it out or I have never actually witnessed anything. Well, okay. When I was, this is kind of an emotional damage one. When I was working at
Emotional damage.
Porter's Country Club as a busboy, one of the waiters there was in the very tail end of, it had to, he was in the military and he was somewhere where shit was bad. Let me give you a little kind of background as to his mental state. He smoked Camel on filters because you could flip the cigarette around and light the end that said Camel so that it would burn off, so they couldn't ID him by what kind of cigarette he was smoking. Not like there's a lot of brands out there that have unfilters in the first place. However, so just to give you the little kind of mental gist of where he was at, I forget, man. It was a big day too. It was like either July 4th or Easter. It was a big day at the country club. And we're up in the locker room and somebody said something, and all of a sudden he just jerked back against the lockers and started shaking, and just, he was PTSD, or I don't know what the hell was going on. It was like, we ran, I got the managers like, dude, he's freaking the fuck out. And he came up there and got him calm down, got somebody to drive him home. We didn't see him for a couple weeks. Yeah. So I mean, he was, oh dude, he was gone. He was really gone. But oh man. But I don't think I've seen any major physical damage to anybody. If I think of something, I will definitely come back and tell you. So we were talking about the Mandalorian. So the guy that plays the Mandalorian, Pedro Pascal, is also doing, and I've never played this video game, but I've seen a ton of it, The Last of Us. There's a video game called The Last of Us, and it's basically this guy and this 12 or 13-year-old girl, post-apocalyptic. There's some spore virus that has gotten out into the world and has turned people into these like mushroom kind of zombies, and it's a video game, but they are doing a live action series about that called The Last of Us, and it's on HBO, and the first episode came out. I guess this is like top notch. Bless you. Nobody could hear that because he got to his
sorry
pause button. Yeah. Like all the people are like, poor Henry Cavill like quit The Witcher because they're getting so far away from the source material and doing weird shit. But I guess this is not only as good as the video game and follows the storyline, but also adds to it. It's like, this is the way you should adapt a video game or story to live action. This is the way you do it. So Pedro Pascal, who was in the second Kingsman movie, he played Whiskey, the guy with the whip.
Okay. Yes.
So he's the Mandalorian, and he's also the guy in The Last of Us. So that just came out. And fortunately, my oldest daughter has a friend who had a couple of spare accounts on her HBO Max, so we can watch HBO here also. So I get to watch that. Actually, I've also watched, HBO has a animated version of Scooby-Doo, but it's like all from Thelma's perspective, and it's getting a lot of bad hype on social media. I find it hilarious because it's crass, and it's so bad it's good, you know.
Well, the world nowadays doesn't tend to have humor.
They're scared to laugh at stuff.
Like
It's funny because this show is racist against white people. They're like, but that's racist. Yeah, but it's white people, so it's okay. But it's racist. But it's white people, so it's hilarious, man. It's like,
yeah,
Fred's this entitled rich white kid with a small pee-pee. It is hilarious.
Okay, so if you want a racist movie, please watch Car Wash. It's a black movie.
It was 1976. I mean, come on.
There's a lot of crackers in it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm over the racism thing. Our world is so much better right now than it was 100 years ago.
What was that? 18? No, that was 1922.
1920s. 1920s.
She had some kick-ass music back then.
Fucking great music. Crooners at the wazoo.
Wasn't that like the time of the Charleston and like?
Yeah, well, I guess the crooners didn't come in until like the 40s. I mean, with the Frank Sinatra groups and all that, I guess that would be like the 40s.
Jazz in the Roaring 20s.
Yeah, jazz was huge. Rock and roll hadn't been invented yet.
Not for another 30, 40 years. What were the girls in the short dresses called?
Flappers.
Yes, wasn't that the 20s?
That was the Roaring 20s.
Okay, so it was kind of the start of the sexual revolution at that point in time, because girls were wearing skirts that came up to their knees.
In a way, shaping form. I don't think the sexual revolution really happened until about the 50s. It was the 50s, 60s where free love became everything. But the 30s and the 20s, during the Roaring Age, the dresses went from below the knee to above it.
I'm muted. They went from below the ankles to up to the knees. So you saw calf. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. Yeah. And women were dancing with men. I mean, come on. That's some serious shit right there.
Damn. You're talking big time now.
I know, right?
I just noticed that my glasses look big on me now because I'm thin.
It's good.
Fucker.
Let's find out. What were big events? The eruption of Tulsa, the life of Henry Ford, Lindenberg, 19th Amendment to the Constitution for women's rights to vote.
Don't you mean Lindbergh?
Did I say Limburger? Yeah, Lindbergh.
Yeah, because the Lindbergh baby thing happened.
Yeah. The Ford Motor Company River Rouge plant opens as the world's largest industrial complex, employing 75,000. Holy cow. Charles Lindbergh makes his first solo nonstop flight across the Atlantic. The first miniature golf course opens in Tennessee, and rotary dial telephone service began. Interesting.
Ooh. You know what? I think that needs to be a show.
What?
Just thought of it.
Rotary dial telephones?
No, the things that we did as a kid for entertainment as compared to what they do now. Like, I had little Matchbox cars.
Oh, God, yeah.
I could sit there and play with those for days. I had an entire village mapped out in my side yard. My next door neighbor hated it because I kept killing his grass. I didn't realize that it would piss him off, but hey, I mean, there's so much stuff that kids nowadays have that they don't realize.
It's all digital now. It's all virtual.
Yeah, but that's kind of okay. You have to admit, this digital world is, while more convenient, not
And honestly, there's a lot of awesome stuff about having almost all the information at your fingertips. For years, as a kid, I would wonder about things, and you'd
Okay.
have to wait for a couple weeks before you could visit the library to look them up, and it might take you a half an hour to find a little piece of information about what you were trying to find out.
Yeah,
Now
we're
I can
making,
literally just tap my phone and go, "Hey, what's this?" And it will tell me, and it's awesome. I
We're-
love that stuff.
we're making a lazy society.
Yes and no. Having tools at your disposal can make you lazy, but can make you better at the same time. Like, you can build a house with hand tools.
Mm-hmm.
You can build a house faster with power tools,
Okay.
and often better with power tools and levels and squares and things like that. You can do a really good job with just hand tools.
But you
But-
can't build a house if all you do is sit and play on a computer.
There's a lot of people go to, like, in high school would have never ever considered being able to help someone fiberglass a boat or do woodworking. When I have watched so much YouTube on this stuff, it's like, I know the process now, and a little bit of actual hands-on, and I can do it because I know how to do it, because I've seen it done and I've done it. So I mean, there's a lot of things out there that you can see, watch, learn, and do. Now, it's the and do part that's the big if with a lot of folks. But at least the information's out there for you to be able to figure out, I want to do this. How do I do it? This is how you do it. Really? It's kind of like getting my first Haynes manual.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, prior to the 1970s, there weren't really any self-help books on how to fix cars. You either knew somebody who did it, or you learned from somebody who did it, and you spent. But a Haynes manual was like, here's a picture of how to do it. Okay, I can find that bolt and I can do it, and I did it. I did my own clutch in the 1990s on my own car because I had a book that showed me how. It's even better now because you got all these YouTube videos, you've got websites, you've got the resources out there to enable you to do more are out there. It's then the
But you have
out
to
and do it part.
instill in people the fact that you have to go out and do it.
And some will and some won't. But I have to believe that there are more people that have been motivated to go do things because they can see the process. They can see how to do it. I've always wanted to build a boat. Wait a minute. These guys are all building boats. I can do that shit. I can go do that. And they go and do that. And then they also do a YouTube channel and show how they have done it. So I honestly believe that there are a lot more people out there doing things because they have the accessibility to that information on how to do those things.
I think the accessibility to information is a fabulous thing. I think that computers have been a fabulous thing.
They made your life easier in the lighting industry, you got to admit.
But
I mean, you could have done your entire job all your life without a computer, yes?
oh hell yeah. Would
Would
been
it have
easier.
been as good?
Would have been easier. Don't ask me silly questions like this. I like the old leprechaun light board, okay? The computer stuff is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but it allows you to do things that you may not have been able to do previously.
You have segued into the point that I'm going to make, which is we as Americans, we as people have become lazy. There is a labor shortage in America right now.
There's a wage shortage in America now. There's not a labor shortage.
Okay, you can say whatever you want. People at McDonald's are not going to McDonald's to get a job.
People are not going to a lot of jobs to get a job because those jobs are not paying what they should. In comparison to what a house costs today. Like, okay, when you and I were in college, we could have a part-time job and afford an apartment.
Yes.
You can't do that today. You can't have a full-time job and afford some of the apartment rents out there today.
Okay. I understand that. I bought a house.
Yeah. But you've got 3 incomes.
2.
And some money from somebody else for
well, I mean, that's not really income. I mean,
but I mean, you know, back when we were in high school, you could have one person earning a living,
yes,
and buy a house and buy a car and send their kid to college.
So what do you think is going to happen in the world?
Dude, I'm not a prophet. I've worked in my little section of the world, which is just selling cars, and it's kind of a bizarre thing. I have never been able to figure out people. I've never been able to figure out trends. I'm not even going to try. All I know is like we're having problems with trucking issues right now. You know why? Because truckers don't own their trucks. They lease them from these big companies that don't pay them jack shit. They don't pay them when they're sitting there waiting for the people to load their trucks. They can't afford to drive a truck. And therefore, they don't drive a truck. And therefore, I can't get shit shipped to me via trucks.
Correct.
That's not the way it was.
So I went to McDonald's the other day. A McDonald's in Fort Worth, Texas. There are no humans working there. It is all automated.
All the food and everything?
Everything.
How was it?
Burger was the same.
Well, there you go.
50 people lost their job. This is going to happen all across America.
And why is that? Because the corporations are fucking greedy. That's why.
Well, it's kind of a twosome here. personally, when it comes to food, I have a problem with a machine taking care of everything and not having a human on site. Automation is going to put 3/4 of the jobs in America out of business.
Well, if the corporations running them didn't want more profits every single year, again and again, we wouldn't be here. I mean, name me one major corporation that hasn't seen record profits in the past 5 years.
That's what builds a company, though.
There is a point where making money and being greedy cross the lines.
Okay, now
If you fuck over your employees to make an extra dollar, that's bad.
see, I do not disagree with you on that. Like, I treated all of my employees extremely well. Always have. I'm very fair. I believe in profit sharing, which I think every company should be a part of.
But that would bite into their profits, Scott. We can't have that.
Well,
I mean, how do you think Bezos has made all his money? He hasn't given a fucking cent of his profits to anybody but himself.
yeah.
That's why people pee into cups and stuff while they're on their, on the line sorting boxes.
Here's what I don't get. Americans are all about being Americans and being individuals and living for yourself. Yet you have Jeff Bezos, who has made a fortune off of Amazon. A fortune. Every person in America uses Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
I use Amazon.
I do too. I feel bad about it, but I still do it. I'm a dick.
Damn. Look at Disney. Disney corners the market in not only amusement parks,
But digital entertainment.
but digital entertainment and sports entertainment.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Most
What
people,
do they have their what do they have their what do they got in there?
they own ESPN.
Oh fuck. They bought Marvel, they bought ESPN.
They own ABC. They own ESPN. They own. You know what? At one point, do you remember Ma Bell?
Oh yeah.
Ma Bell.
Yeah.
United States government sat back and said, "You're getting too powerful. We got to break your ass up, man." We haven't seen a breakup of a corporation since then.
Nope.
It is time to start tearing up these corporations that
That's
are
not gonna
monopolies.
But that's not going to happen.
It has to.
Okay, the corporations that have gajillions of dollars
Have
by the
what we call-
politicians.
they have what we call lobbyists.
Yeah. Here, let me slip you a little money to make sure the laws go through that don't allow the shit that's going to lose me money. That's how America works now.
Somebody said to me the other day, you know what? If we became a liberal society, we'd go broke. And I said, no, you wouldn't go broke.
You have competition again.
You wouldn't have the monopolies. we'd break up the companies that need to be broken up, and we would start over. And then 50 years down the road, we'd do it again.
Oh, yeah. We're not going to learn from our mistakes. I mean, come on.
Because that's how you keep making money. It makes no sense to me. I haven't.
There's only really 3 companies that own all of the news sources at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be 15. And it's kind of a scary thought. Like, if you want real news, you almost got to go like to BBC.
I think
get unbiased shit.
I think the scary aspect of the news to me is that you can go through and watch the news with 5 networks and it's all the same.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying the exact same thing. Is it because they're owned by the same company? I don't know.
There was a great video on YouTube where like all these local channels said it was this like whatever the corporation that owned them was sent out this thing that this is what you have to say, and there's like 30 local news channels saying the same thing verbatim about, oh, you can't trust the whatever. I will find it. I will send it to you. It's just the scariest fucking thing you've ever seen.
You know, I think the sad thing that we're talking about right now is that at one point in time, there used to be individualism across this country, and now it's kind of been corporate sized. We had 3 television channels in Northern Ohio, 3, 5, and 8.
And a couple PBS channels. That was about it.
WKYC,
WJW.
WJW was channel 8.
KYC was 3. And
3.
Then 5
what was 5? WEWS.
Yeah.
So we had 3 channels, all owned by different companies. We got different news from each one. Now you watch them, it's the exact same thing over and over again.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the answers. I don't have the answers. I'm not a politician. Well, actually, I'm close to being a politician. I would never be a good politician, people. I would go against everything that everyone said, and I would always vote.
Oh no, as long as you said you would do one thing, but you just did the other thing, you'd be fine. That's what they all do.
Is it?
I will not raise taxes. A month later, raise taxes. Wait a minute. You just said whatever.
I hate
Tell the people what they want to hear and do whatever you want. That's the way this country works.
I voted for Obama. I loved the guy.
Because I liked him.
Because he was going to give free health care. He didn't give free health care.
He made it a little bit better. Obamacare was actually okay if you figured out how to use it.
He made me pay for health care. That's what he did. He made me pay for health care. I want free health care.
You saying it's better now?
Well, it hasn't changed. I have free health care now. I don't pay for my health care. Joe Biden does. So, I mean, I go work for a golf course and make very little
golf
money.
Course is the place to go.
Go work for a golf course and make less than $10,000 a year. And guess what? You get free health care.
You get in air quotations free. I heard that beep.
Yeah, I had you turned on this time. Hey,
Okay.
what was the last music that we? It was Funky Poodle, right?
Yes. Here's another one you hadn't heard in a hot second, huh?
Oh yeah. Hey y'all, we'll be right back.
One Saturday I took a walk to Zipperhead. I met a girl there and she almost knocked me dead. Oh God, girl, please look at me. What do you see? Let's travel around the world, just you and me, punk rock girl. I tapped her on the shoulder and said, do you have a bell? She looked at me and smiled and said she did not know. Oh God, girl, give me a chance. Let's go slam dance to a dress like Minnie Pearl, just you and me, punk rock girl. We went to the Philly Pizza Company and ordered some hot tea. The waitress said, well, no, we only have it iced. So we jumped up on the table and shouted anarchy. And someone played a Beach Boys song on the jukebox. It was California Dreamin', so we started creeping on such a winter's day. She took me to her parents for a Sunday meal. Her father took one look at me and he began to squeal. Punk rock girl, it makes no sense. Your dad is a vice president, rich as the Duke of Earl. Yeah, you're for me, punk rock girl.
I'm actually surprised I didn't send you the live at Daryl's house edition of this song.
Joe Walsh. Actually, I have some news for you. Joe Walsh.
Breaking news.
One of Joe Walsh's drummers, Frenchie, died.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Good friend of my brother's. And I told you I talked to the jailbird the other day. And he told me Frenchie had died.
Oh, no.
Frenchie lived 5 houses down on Concord when I lived in Medina. And he actually used to take me to the studio over above Medina Auto Parts where Michael Stanley played or practiced. Joe Walsh practiced. Dude, I was around all these guys when I was younger. Joe Walsh was awesome, man. Still awesome.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised he outlived half of these guys.
Oh god. Well, he's been embalmed for years, much like the guitarist for the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
He's done so many drugs. He's been dead for years, but he's just already embalmed and keeps going.
Damn. This
Richards,
was
Keith Richards. That's the man.
This was when music was fucking awesome.
It's funny because, like, man, you cannot go to Kent, and a guy our age will have a story about seeing Joe Walsh playing in a bar in Kent. They all have a story about seeing Joe Walsh playing in Kent.
I remember going to the Agora and watching Joe Walsh play while my brother was running sound. Just fucking awesome stuff, man. Growing up in our age was actually a fabulous thing.
It didn't suck.
Oh no. Mm. 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 Oh, dude. Just vibes of like Todd Rundgren.
Oh yeah.
Oh. It actually killed me this year or this past year when Michael Stanley died.
All right.
Gotta quit smoking. Maybe that's why I'm losing weight. Todd Rundgren, Michael Stanley, Joe Walsh, all these guys. Oh my gosh. Dude, I hate getting old.
Yeah.
I hate losing these guys.
It sucks.
I mean, just
Well, I keep bringing them up every time they pass away. I was like, oh, dude, guess who died? Yeah, I'm that dude now.
oh my God. Yes.
Look, it ain't me.
Who was the guy that played up in Put-in Bay when we were up there?
Bob Gatewood.
Bob Gatewood.
There we go. Hey, I just got a text message. Maybe? Nope. Yes, Mr. Bob Gatewood was
That
awesome.
is him. That is him. I have no clue where I was going with that now.
You just wanted to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Freaking totally lost.
Oh,
Well, no, okay, so I think I was going to compare him to Joe Walsh and the other guys. Local artists who actually have made a name for themselves, but never left here.
Yeah. So it's kind of like Funky Poodle. That group was Cleveland only. Nobody outside of Ohio had ever heard of Funky Poodle, and they never will. It was just an Ohio garage band that kind of made it kind of big.
Yeah. Bob Gatewood. Okay, so Joe Walsh was a great guy to be around, totally fun, great show. Bob Gatewood shows are just as good. You know, I kind of have an idea now.
Oh God, here we go.
I think I want to do a show highlighting or top 10ing whatever I don't know how to do this, but Ohio artists, Ohio music artists, not just the big ones, not just Nine Inch Nails or Cherry Pie, Warrant, but some of the guys that deserve some
recognition, some
recognition,
highlights.
Yeah.
All right, I have it up on the suggestion list.
And Bob Gatewood was, I'm sorry, that show was phenomenal.
Oh yeah,
for a free show.
So much fun.
It was one of the funnest shows I have ever been to. And Ray Fogg. I mean, these are people that kind of deserve to be recognized. And I'd put them in with some of these guys with
Warrant. They're entertainers on a level of entertaining people that deserves recognition outside of Ohio.
I think people like Bob Gatewood, well, he's the type of entertainer that is out there to just entertain. He's not trying to make a huge buck off of it. He's trying to make a living. And he enjoys what he does. I mean, we went and drank with him afterwards.
We did?
Yeah, you don't remember that, do you?
No, I don't remember that.
That was when you.
That was the night.
Yeah, that was
the night.
You were discussing a dry martini.
No, I was discussing a wet martini, which Google backs me up 100% on. You own a fucking martini bar and you don't know how to make a traditional martini. Good job.
So are we saying that people should not go to the martini bar?
No, it was a fabulous place. I in retrospect, I feel like I felt bad for being a dick, but I was drunk.
I don't feel bad for you. You were right. What the hell's a wet martini? What the hell's a dry martini? Well,
dry martini has no vermouth. Well, what's the opposite of a dry martini? Wet one? Lots of vermouth. I know it sounds weird, but like a martini, literally a martini. The original recipe for a martini was something like 3/4 of vermouth to 1 part gin. I mean, it was like a ton of fucking vermouth originally.
So the entire time that argument's happening, Bob Gatewood walks in and is talking to Bob Kanza.
Oh, okay.
And
that's
myself.
Well, that was after all the Jello shots. No wonder I don't remember it. Yeah.
Oh, God. I'll tell you what. Best time of my life. I had so much fun at Put-in-Bay. Yeah, I'll find a cart girl to go with us next time.
No, remember what you said? You said it was better without a woman.
I lied.
You had the best time with me because I wasn't a girl.
I was not getting a blowjob from you.
No, but you didn't have bitching either.
Ooh, good point. I'm not going to be.
Damn you and your logic.
I'm not going to be able to buy my race car this year.
Well,
money is a little too tight this year.
Well, you bought a big honking house. It's the money pit.
A big honking house and 2 cars.
Yeah.
One of which I've already spent $1,800 on.
And it's not the wife's car, is it?
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Just waiting for that transmission to go out. I will tell you this. I've bought 8 cars in my life. And out of those 8 cars, I have loved this one the best.
Well, it's like me and my Triumphs. I loved driving both of my Triumphs when they worked.
My Beamer works
Ish.
all the time. I just have to sink $1,800 into her every 6 months.
Yeah. Damn near like having a British car.
Who the hell knew that German cars sucked?
It's not that they suck. It's when you buy high mileage older ones, they have some issues and they're expensive to fix.
So let me ask you a question here, because this was kind of driving me nuts. When your mechanic, after fixing your valve cover gasket, tells you not to jump on the car too hard, what does that mean?
That means you shouldn't jump on the car too hard. It doesn't mean put it to the floor. It doesn't mean throw it into corners. It doesn't mean make the tires squeal. It means go easy. It's an older gentleman. Just imagine if you were a car and someone were driving you. Would you like them to run the piss out of you? No, go easy on me. I'm tender. I have aches and pains. Don't do that. That's what that means. But you're not going to do that, are you?
Nope.
You're going to take it to the racetrack, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even take it to the racetrack anymore. I take it to the service road on 121 because I only have like a mile to go, and I can see that
there's nobody there on that straight mile.
Oh,
why wouldn't I open it up?
I named my car too.
Oh,
Klaus.
Come on, Klaus. You can do it. Klaus.
Oh, Klaus. Oh, Klaus does 150, no problem. 160 is a little bit of a trouble.
For a while. And then Klaus needs a rest. He needs a little working over. He needs a little massaging.
So
to the tune of $1,800.
So there's sensors on everything in my car except the coolant system,
which in Texas might be an issue.
So my oil system has a temperature sensor, but my coolant system doesn't. That's exactly what I.
Now I bet.
So
I bet you could probably jerry rig something up to work with that.
I have figured out that if you have a valve cover leak, 250 degrees is bad.
Maybe a bit. And not like it gets hot in Texas or anything. No, that would never happen.
So I'm online the other day. eBay Motors.
You're gonna spend a lot of time there, my friend.
I did something bad, Ray.
No, what did you do, Ray?
Put a bid in on a car.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What kind?
I don't need another car. I really don't.
You what, a donor car for yours?
Land Rover.
What the hell?
What the hell you say? 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 What the hell you say?
I have the winning bid.
You dumbass. And pray tell,
There's-
Mr. Davis.
Hold on. There's 2 days left, and I am really hoping that somebody's more stupid than I am.
Yeah, that's a slim possibility there.
I went online and started looking at maintenance costs for a Land Rover.
Oh, you thought BMW was good? Just wait. Let me
Hold on. Okay.
hold on.
Go
Let me
ahead.
ask you one question.
Uh-huh.
Is it the one with the air suspension?
That was the first number that popped up when I guess how much.
You fucking dumbass.
Guess how much to fix it.
It's only $7,000.
$7,500.
Yep.
Can you get those airbags by yourself and replace them yourself?
Oh, Can your local mechanic get it? No.
Oh no!
Only an authorized Range Rover dealership can do that for you. And are they going to treat you nice and give you a discount?
Hell no!
They're going to bend you over.
What the hell you say? What the hell you say? What the hell you say? What, bro?
Okay, the sad fact is that I was drunk enough to put a bid.
Consider it in the first place. Yeah.
To put a bid in on a convertible Jaguar.
Mm.
Hey, go ahead and ask me how much it costs to fix a convertible top, because you have to replace the entire thing. All 4 sections of hard metal plus the hydraulics.
$9,200.
$12,000. I lost that bid. Thank you. I have to pay $6,000 to replace mine, and I only have a BMW.
Now, I have bought one thing drunk, but I got a daughter to come in and look at it before I hit the buy now button. And she was sober. I'm like, am I being stupid? And she's like, no, that's awesome. Okay, great. That was the convection oven. That was the air fryer.
Oh, that thing is awesome.
Oh, dude, this Corsair air fryer it's phenomenal. Like, my wife has baked cookies in the thing. I've done salmon. I've dried out rice. I mean, it does it all, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
So,
that was a good buy.
I thought it was good, but I got a second opinion before I hit the button. So, if you ever think about buying a car again, get a second opinion. My dad said it best: never buy a car with a hard on.
Talking about a hard on.
Here's a bottle you're not going to probably use tonight.
I am holding up a bottle Can you read that?
Hims.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Generic Viagra 100 milligrams.
Ooh, yes.
Which is weird because like I only got 50s. Which
Tell
gives me
you.
the option of like, taking 1 or 1.5.
Let me tell you. This version gives you about an hour and a half to get it done.
Well, you crunch them up. If you just take them like a pill, you get like a couple hours of lead time.
Hopefully, my girl that went to Las Vegas with me doesn't hear this because she'll be calling real quick. How quick is a flight? Yeah. Let me tell you,
There's the bar.
it worked. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There's Mr. Bob Gatewood on stage.
Bob Gatewood's on stage. The wife's owner is sitting behind your head.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. Out of every bar I've ever been to, the Real Bar has been one of my favorites.
It was a great experience.
Honestly, Put-in-Bay, all of Put-in-Bay was a fun time. And I'm really looking forward to this coming year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try and get some other friends to come up with us.
Why?
Why not? Have some
More people to
to
get
hang
lost.
out with. Listen,
As long as they got money, that's fine.
you and I have money.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, we used to.
Guess what?
What?
Now answer me this.
Okay.
I went through a mortgage company to buy this house.
Mm-hmm.
They have already sent me notification that they've sold the note.
Another bank?
Yeah.
Man, that happens.
I haven't even made a payment yet.
Yeah. You'll have that.
I just get this feeling they didn't want me. And that's fine.
Whatever. No, they don't get your money then. Whatever.
No, nobody wants me.
Somebody
All right.
does. They're going to get your money.
We fucked up this show tonight. I'm sorry.
I kind of enjoyed this one.
Have you?
Yeah, we had a whole
Happy
bunch of, but we got a little political, we got a little fun, we got a little musical, we got a little. Yeah, no, it's been across the board, but it's been a good time.
Yeah. I mean, I've enjoyed good music.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit, dude. I didn't think that you'd come up with good music.
I am constantly amazing you with my music choices.
You constantly amaze me every week.
Like what the hell? He was interesting. What the hell had just happened there?
I sit back wildly entertaining. Anyways, you know what? It has been a good show. I'm sorry that we didn't do 007. It's
That's
gonna
okay.
come.
Yep. I figured with the 007 stuff, just to give you a little heads up, I think we're gonna go through like the Bond girls first.
Mm-hmm.
And I have like I've picked out one little snippet of info about each Bond girl. Just to have a little background. The top 5 villains probably next, and I've got a little snippet about them too. The top 10 songs, which I have. Do I need to resend any of those songs that came? Okay, they're all good. Okay,
they're all here.
Okay, and then what? Top 10, and then that's gonna be the top 10 sidekicks, top 5 sidekicks, And then if it's a long show, we'll pick it up the next day, but we'll actually rate the films in order last, I think is how it's going to go.
I think this is going to be a 2-day show.
It could be because it's going to be a lot of info. And I really think that because you haven't, since you own all of the films and have watched, you said you were going through them all. Have you gotten to the end?
Yes.
Okay. I've not been able to watch any of these films in the past month because I just don't have access to anything but except for Skyfall, I think. So the rate the films in order, and I have like one tiny tidbit of, okay, we'll give you a little hint. Moonraker, the cable that Jaws bit was made of licorice. That's all I have about that film. Okay. So you, having watched all these films, are going to have a lot more input as to what your feelings were and everything. I'm going off of memory. So the rate the films in order is probably going to be a lot more of you talking, which is cool.
Well, I think that'll work out really well for a show because I can go in depth where you're going off of memory, and it'll jog it back in.
Oh yeah.
I mean, most of those films you'll remember.
Oh yeah.
The skiing incident, the ski, it always bothered me that they always advertised the skiing scene in the one film. And it was
from
just,
Russia with Love.
It was just the first minute and a half of the film. Yeah. But yet they always hit on it. And I was like, that's not the best part of that film.
No, it's just the opening gambit. It's like, whatever.
Yeah. So, yeah, okay, that works. We'll do that next week.
Okay.
And I will be prepared. I'm sorry.
No big deal. So basically the little stuff first, so you can kind of get that in order. You'll have another day to get, if you want to rate the whole Bond films in order and that kind of stuff. So you have a little insider information. And then I think the week after that,
yes,
I am going to do a show that I'm not going to tell you about. You're just going to be a participant.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Fuck me running.
Because I figured out how to do PowerPoint on Google Drive and embed.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. We're in trouble. Oh, my
I haven't put it together yet, but I'm getting there.
This, oh, dude. I might get caught up in like a game. Oh.
Could be. You never know.
Oh, do you hear that?
I hear that.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, DavisandDavisShow.com.
And if you want to buy merchandise, we have the DavisandDavisShow.com for all your merchandising needs.
Gonna be a good year this year, ladies and gentlemen.
We're gonna have some fun.
We're gonna have fun. We have to beat 78 episodes.
We can do that.
Well, I think we can.
Oh yeah, we got this.
All right, everyone, have a good night.
Be good to yourselves.
We'll see you at some point in time. Well, no, you'll hear us. Yeah, whatever.
We'll hear you at some point in time. We'll talk at y'all soon.
We like you. Whatever. Bye.